Mercenary fort, yet again. Ike, I've got to tell you something. Listen to this. Settle down, Mist. It's too early for you to be yelling like that. Now, what's going on? Soren's back. He just arrived. Really? That's odd. He wasn't supposed to return for a while yet. I know. I wonder why he's doing back so soon. It's probably nothing to worry about. I'll go and talk to him. Where is he? In the mess hall. I think he wanted to talk to Father. Right, I'll go check there. Troubling news indeed. Gather the troops. Yes, Commander. Ike, you've got time to waste, you've got time to work. Get over to the briefing room. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going on around here? Bad news. Something big is happening, and we need to formulate a plan of action. Soren! Hello, Ike. Long time no see. I'm happy to see you're back. But what happened? I thought you were going to be studying for a while longer. It's a long story. What's with the hold up? Get over here now! Let's go. I'll fill you in later. You probably remember that Soren's been training with another mercenary group. Well, he's back now. And he has some unbelievable news. What news is that? It's Crimea and Daein. They've gone to war. War? It can't be. Well, it can't be a Fire Emblem game without a war. Seriously, I don't think there's been a single Fire Emblem game where there isn't a war. Because, let's see here. In Sacred Stones, it is a war between Grado and Renee. Blazing Blade, with Lynn's story, you cannot prevent a war between the local lords. And then later on with Eliwood and Hector's story, you cannot prevent a war to happen between Ostia and uh, the place that what's his name now? Zephiel comes from. That there you're trying to prevent that from happening. In Awakening, you have a war with Ylise versus what's the place called now? Uh, I don't remember the place that Tharja and all of them come from, but they're at war with Ylise. Well, Fates. Even if I haven't played Fates, I know Fates is all about war. That the two version exclusive games, you choose which nation you support and they war against the other one. Three houses, they have a time skip with a war. Engage. Well, it's kind of a war, but not in the same it's not in the same scale, but it's still a war. So you can't have a Fire Emblem game without war. Simple as that. Yeah, Sterling knows exactly how it goes in the gaming industry. That's why I've called everyone here. Soren has some information. Go ahead, Soren. All right. And he tells with a map, of course. Take a look at this map. Take a look at this map. Ah, it's a map of Crimea. Quite detailed from the looks of it. Yes, this is the Melior, Crimea's capital. Our base of operation is right about here. Everything started 3 days ago. I needed to do some research, so I went to the archives of Melior's Royal Library. Without warning, the scream of a terrible beast, a wyvern perhaps, rent the air, and the building was rocked by a tremor. I rushed outside and saw wave after wave of knights, cavalry and wyvern riders, each clad in glistening ebon armor. Blackest Night. The Dain army? Correct. Was there provocation? As you know, relations between Crimea and Dain have never been friendly. However, the past centuries have seen only minor skirmishes, nothing that has ever approached the scale of this attack. It was brutal and without warning. Dain laid the capital to waste. I never seen destruction on this scale before. A swift attack, devastating and brutal, a daring gambit indeed. But if it succeeds, a very well chosen one at that. Yes, the King of Dain would not hesitate to employ such treacherous tactics. What happened next? King Crimea's brother deployed the Crimean army to meet the attack. The king ordered his people to flee the city before the battle reached them. Fearing the worst, I also fled and made my way here. So we don't know how the tides of battle flow now, do we? That's all right. Word of the war cannot have traveled far yet. We may well be. Whoops. I misclicked. I meant to click the A button. I did not mean to skip that cutscene. Dang it, now I'm missing context. I misclicked. I put the controller down on the lap and then, press the A button. And then as I was going to reach for my water bottle to take a sip of water, I was gonna press the A button with my left hand, accidentally hit the B button. So I did not mean to skip that cutscene, chat and viewers. I'm truly sorry about that. Because it hurts me and you guys. Because you guys miss context, I miss context. No one wins from that misclick. I'm so upset about it. Oh well. Hopefully, the majority of people that watch this have played Path of Radiance and can fill me in later on what the cutscene was about. Maybe? Wait up! What? Here, this is for you. Regal Sword. I need to discard yet another Iron Sword. Sure, let's discard the 17 use Iron Sword and we can start on a brand new 46 use. Seems more worth to throw away a used sword than an unused sword. A sword? Where'd you get it? From father. He told me to come and give it to you. It's beautiful. This is the first sword you've gotten that wasn't a hand-me-down from somebody, isn't it? That's great. Yeah. Well, be careful. Oh, and bring me a souvenir. Something nice. I've never been to Melior before. Missed. I'm not going on vacation. Sheesh. Okay, so I'm guessing we're gonna head to Melior? Capital Way. Well, it looks like we get to have... Still no Oscar or Boyd. Why? Are you feeling alright, Ike? You haven't said a word in quite some time. I don't understand what my father's doing. Why put a new recruit like me in charge of something so important? You're going to succeed him as our commander one day. Don't you think he wants you to know how to lead? Me? I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable. And even if I am, that day is a long way off, right? I mean, I'm inexperienced, weak. I'm nothing compared to my father. I'm not so sure about that. When I look at you, I see a young man full of promise. Commander Grail's a great man, but I think you'll be every bit his equal. In time, you might even surpass him. Don't be ridiculous. It's just my opinion. You need not pay it any mind. Yet, if you fear my own weakness, why not take this chance to go out and better yourself? That would be more in keeping with your personality, no? I suppose you're right. How things look over there, Soren? Same as here. There are corpses strewn everywhere. There are quite a lot of them, especially when you consider how far we are from the capital. Are they Crimean? Judging by their armor, the vast majority of the dead are Daein soldiers. So Crimea has the upper hand. Just the opposite, I think. The Crimean soldiers were members of the Imperial Guard. That means King Ramon, or another member of the royal family, was on the move when Daein soldiers fell on them. Could it have been Lord Renning? No, as long as the Crimean army still draws breath, Lord Renning will not leave their command. Perhaps another member of the court. We've got Daein soldiers moving in on our location, and they don't look happy. This music, man. Why this tuba? I don't understand why they have this tuba music for the Daein army. They don't sound threatening, they sound silly with it. And finally, a more normal name and normal looking face. My Jin. You there! Who are you? What are you doing there? What are you doing here? We're no one you need. You're armed. Heed me. Drop your weapons and surrender. Act quickly, or else. Listen to me, fool. You are making a mistake. We're not. Not going to cooperate, eh? Ready your weapons, men. Move in and kill them all. Tisk, headstrong fools. Getting caught up in some skirmish is not part of the plan. But you're obviously not going to listen to us. Drill mercenaries, get ready to fight. Alright, Ike, let's see how you handle the role of captain. Well, what are your orders, boy? We do what you say so long as you hurry up and spit it out. I know, I'm thinking. Give me a moment, will you, Shinon? Bah, useless. We'd be better led with mist than this soft, untested wealth. Let's see, we're in the middle of the road, and there's not much to cover. Soren and Rise are vulnerable, so we have to protect them from enemy attacks, right? That's a sound strategy, Ike. I can attack from behind your defenses. Good thinking. Do you mean that? Alright, let's do that then. Alright, let's look at the map quickly. We have axe units, lance units, sword, bows, a lot of lances. Ike does not like this map at all because there's so many lance units. Bow, lance sword, and he's an armored unit with 11 defense and 10 strength. And he can attack from range. How fun. Well, let's hope for the best, I guess. Hold up. Do I have any items I can pass around? Well, I can give the iron axe he has to Boyd. Boyd can get this iron axe. And you can keep the iron sword, to be honest. Yeah, this works. Britannia's fine, Shinon, Gatry, Soren. Yeah, this works. Oh, steel sword. What rank do you need for steel sword? D. Oh, I can use this. Hold up. Give the steel sword to Ike? Yeah, this works. Iron Steel Regal. Good, and then he can give his other sword to... can you use swords? No, you can only use lance. I guess we just hold on to it then, Oscar, for safekeeping. 7 out of 10 cake. That's pretty good to have a 7 out of 10 cake. Let's see, how long have I been live for? 2 hours, 23 minutes. Okay, so I should have time to do this map as well, and then get to start on the next map. Let's see. Alright, let's just get into this fight then. Magic tutorial. You know, why not? The Trinity of Magic. Let's find out. Let's talk about the Trinity of Magic. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. The Trinity of Magic works a similar way to Weapon Triangle. Remember the triangle? Sword beats axe and all that? Of course you do. There are 4 kinds of magic. Fire, wind, thunder, and light. I know that doesn't sound like a trinity, but just you wait. First, we'll talk about fire and wind. Fire is strong against wind, and wind is weak against fire. Okay, so fire beats wind. Okay. Next is wind and thunder. Wind is strong against thunder. Sure. Thunder is weak against wind. Finally, we have thunder and fire. Thunder is strong against fire, and fire is weak against thunder. Okay, sure. This is the Trinity of Magic, where fire, wind, and thunder spells fight it out for dominance. There's one more thing. The Trinity of Magic has no impact on light magic. That's just the way it is. But enough of the talking. It's time we saw the Trinity of Magic in action. There are 2 mages here, an ally and an enemy. The allied mage is equipped with fire, and the enemy mage is equipped with wind. Look what happens when they meet in battle. Check out the magic each damage has equipped. See the arrows? They show their respective attacks' advantages and disadvantages based on the Trinity of Magic. Since fire magic is strong against wind magic, it has green arrows pointing up. And wind magic has a red arrow pointing down. Normally, fire would cost 8 points of damage, but in this case it does 9. And when the mage uses wind, he will do only 6 points of damage instead of 7. Now watch them fight. See? The battle happened just the way I said it would. I'm pretty smart, don't you think? And thus concludes my Trinity of Magic tutorial. Well, you have to have some smarts, Anna, if you run a merchant empire. Pay attention to it, because it could give you the edge in any battle. I don't want to see it again. Alright, good to know. So wind is strong as lightning. It's kind of that kind of goes against my 2 other main RPGs that I like. Because in Pokemon, wind, aka flying, is weak to thunder. And same within like Digimon, Time Stranger, Cyber Sleuth, etc., etc. Same thing there. Thunder strong against wind. So this is gonna take me a while to learn that wind is strong against lightning, not the other way around. Alright, Titania, you actually love this map because there's so many lance units for you to kill. So this is Titania's map, for sure. Oh, part chocolate, part cheesecake. That does sound interesting, Sterling. That does sound like a very interesting cake, not gonna lie. This is something I can actually deal with. Steel sword? Not even with the steel sword does he kill. Yeah, Soren can't reach. I guess Shinan can with that iron bow. Don't get crit. Don't do it, Shinan. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah, thank you. He didn't get a crit this time. Good, that means I will get this kill. Use the iron sword. You don't need a steel sword then. Slice! Ah, he didn't quite level up, but almost. He almost did. How much do you do, Soren? 7 damage? Only 7? You're kidding me, Soren? Yo, Gatry, how much do you do? 14. Actually, that is just enough for Soren to get the kill. So, you know, why not? If it also had caramel, then it becomes a little bit too much. Chocolate, cheesecake, strawberry, and caramel? Yeah, that does sound like a little bit too much. Alright, Soren? Will you get a good level up? Or not, is the question. If he even levels up there, that is. No, he didn't level up. Never mind then. Hide behind Shinan. Rice. No, Shinan, dodge it. Dodge? Hey, good job. Good job, Shinan. You dodged it. Alright. All these lance units will just feed Titania experience. And I don't care if this is less than ideal. This map is really made for her. Because you don't get access to Boyd. So your only axe attacker is Titania. So this map was made for Titania to just get a ton of experience. Can you guys stop walking so far, you soldiers, please? Oh, wow. Good job, Ike. He did not like being poked at all. Got a critical hit. Alright, Ike. Yo. Good level up, Ike. Getting resistance kind of matters, I would believe. Yeah. Titania takes no damage at all in this map, which is obvious because his lance unit is attacking her. She might get her very first level up at the end of this map. Like, maybe? Let's hope so. Either way, she's gonna be very close to leveling up. Or she might even just straight up level up, if she also gets to kill the boss. Which she, honestly, I might leave the boss to her. Or might leave him to Ike, since he has an effective weapon with the Regal Sword. Because I did see he had like effectiveness against, what was it, armor and cavalry? Like, not even the archers can do anything to Titania. That's just sad. Also, Rice, get over here and heal Ike. He needs you. Well, thanks for joining stream, Sterling, and I hope the rest of your workday goes well. I did not mean to click on that enemy. Soren, you only do 6 damage. Of course you do. Alright, Gatry, get him out of here. I do like how the armor unit just casually walk up to them. Because it makes it even funnier when they don't watch. Because then it's like they want to be killed. Because then it's like they see the armor unit and go like, alright, there's no way I can fight him. I'm just gonna let him kill me. I can't. He's too much for me. At least that's how it looks like to me when they just casually walk up to the enemy and just kills them.